I think having the vision to build it in the first place is just phenomenal. You see the founders' pictures and you think, boy, those are giants in the community who had wonderful vision and brought together just the right group of people to get this started.
What just absolutely amazes me is all of the work that has been done over time, the last 30 years, to create a product now that other communities want.
Wherever we go around the country, around the world, it's fascinating to see how much people know about what we've done here.
I think the company has been successful because of its focus on the customer, its commitment to the community, and its commitment to the environment.
I think all of those core values are really still prevalent and hard at work today as they were when the company was founded.
I first became associated with the company was by a telephone call from George Latimer, probably late 1977.
I was in my 5th year as the executive director, which is now president of the Greater St. Paul Association of Building Owners and Managers, and my phone rang. And the question was, would you be interested in serving on the original board of directors of District Energy?
I was late at understanding the effect energy could have on the economy of a city. And I can remember Alice Murphy and Dick Broker, 2 wonderful staff people I had, making me more sensitive to the need to address the issue.
The state of Minnesota early on had the good sense of hiring Hans Nyman from Uppsala, Sweden, to come here to provide guidance to the state government. So he was here. Anders Rydaker played a role also as a consultant. We probably had the best knowledge available in the world.
And meanwhile, NSP, sitting in the background, had this old steam plant. And they were trying to sell it. They had an order from the Environmental Protection Agency for about $4.5 million cleanup. And Hans came to me and said, I think I can clean it up for $100,000. And I said, there you go, being a Swede again. You know, because you couldn't know, you can't, that doesn't make any sense, you know. And by God, we bought the plant and he cleaned it up.
I believe the first company that signed a contract was St. Paul Fire Marine. And I can remember that day we were so happy that that thing happened.
That sort of set the stage of, whoa, if it's good, maybe we should take a look at it. And there were others that just stonewall me. And, you know, I'm like the broken record, I just never quit.
My wife reminds me I came home many times and said, well, it's over. I mean, there's nothing we can do now. And the next morning we'd get up and we'd find a way to do it.
We were coming out of the energy crisis, and that this project was really a way to truly have that public-private partnership.
It took an enormous community effort. It was a public-private partnership that I think is a great example of a public-private partnership as anything in America to this day.
You look back at the very, very beginning of this company, it wasn't a slam dunk that this was going to happen. It was about people who believed they could make a difference, people that believed that they could set St. Paul on a different path than it was on, that they could create an energy system that was going to be a model for the nation that still is today.
There was a lot of people that didn't believe in the technology, in hot water technology. It has taken about 20 years to convince people in the US that that's the best way to go. But I'm really happy to see what's happening around the country now.
Now they started out with heating, they added cooling, and then a combined heat and power plant.
The move in the early 2000s to have to start burning wood and wood chips and to reduce the amount of carbon loading we're doing in the atmosphere. I think that was a very important decision.
There was a lot of hard work and a lot of long hours for everybody to get cogen up and running, but I think that was really an accomplishment.
There were a lot of new complexities, new things that we hadn't really done, certainly at the scope that we were doing them now. Handling of biomass and having 250,000 tons of wood flow through the plant effectively on an annual basis. But time and time again, our employees rose to the challenge. They showed their adaptability. They figured out how to do it. And the results that we're achieving today just speak volumes about all the good work that's gone into that.
Much like the combined heat and power, we were early adopters utilizing biomass-fired combined heat and power. We were very much an early adopter of putting in a large-scale solar thermal installation.
And it's absolutely because of our partnership with the Department of Energy, State of Minnesota, City of St. Paul, the St. Paul River Center and its staff, and all the people in our organization.
I think the company has had a very positive impact on the downtown community. Here is this company that is connected to 200 buildings.
The idea that you can build cooperation among organizations that operate in very different spheres on a topic like this is unusual, and this organization really was a leader in identifying the right way to do it.
To have not been here in 1982 and 1980 when all those wonderful characters were out having conversations with customers, but to be part of going back out to those same people and saying, did everything we said we would do 30 years ago, did we do well with those commitments? And have them say, yes, you did, and we were willing to sign up for another decade or 2 decades or 3 decades of your service. That's an impressive conversation to me.
We have really paid a lot of attention to and listened to the customers, and also tried to help them to be more energy efficient, and we have been very, very successful doing that.
We value our customers, we value our people, and we value the environment. And that's a good combination to have for any organization.
There's an old saying that people are known by the company they keep, and I think companies are known by the people they keep. District Energy has done a very good job of keeping some very good people at all levels of the organization.
We don't have a technology that's unique to us. We don't have something we've invented here that no one else could install. But what we do have is the values, our culture, how we go about our business, and the people that we have. That's the strength of our organization. It always has been the strength of our organization.
Beginning with Hans and then to Anders and now to Ken, I think the stage has been set for a culture to work in a company that I'd want to work at.
I'm very proud to be a part of an organization that is not only so successful in our operations, but also has made such a mark in the industry.
Taking our strengths to help other communities and other plants maximize capabilities and incorporate more efficiencies, I think it's going to be a great match.
We've really made incredible inroads nationally. We're respected, we're looked to.
I've had several opportunities to talk with mayors who are either contemplating working with Evergreen to hear how they can adapt some of the strategies that we've had in St. Paul to their own communities, or mayors that have actually already had an opportunity to work with them and been very, very impressed.
People look to us, they tour here to be able to see what is done, how is it being done.
I'm always proud to brag about what the company does in St. Paul and how it should be a model elsewhere.
The people that have made up District Energy should step back and be proud of what they did. The growth of it, the growth of the staff, the involvement, it's a grand slam.